Here's a picture of it. And this is in Canada. I think it's and this is in February, where it says their pond right here. It says the pond turned blood red right there. China, and their river or giant lake turning blood red, and that's pretty insane right there. So, and then this one here is from there, and then this one here is from Australia, and this is Sydney, Australia.
125 in the video, we're going to hear in the background her praising the name of her god, which is Lucifer. Here you go. Okay, now I understand that immediately what's going to happen is the majority of people, because they're so conditioned and brainwashed, they're going to go into a denial mechanism right now. Even though it clearly just said Lucifer, I mean, it's blatant. Anyone who has ears to hear can hear the syllables that are clearly articulated in the song. Let me just break it down for you in case you're going to try and go into a denial mechanism. Here we go. Lu, se, fer. Done. 3 syllables, Lucifer, placed in the background of a song that promotes the satanic Illuminati pedophilia agenda to continue to lead us into depravity and to attack the purity of human sexuality and what God ordained as pure, good relations between adults, not a man and a child. This is sick and depraved. Thanks so much for taking the time. This is the Vigilant Christian saying when you live in a world that there is satanic propaganda, subliminal messages that is just conditioning you, you're lost, you need to stay 100% vigilant. And when you find God, don't fear any evil. God bless.
Congratulations. Thank you, class of 2014. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.
America. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President, and Jacqueline and Jessica and Melissa. Please join me before the President leaves. We're going to make sure that he learns how to do a proper zot. So, Jack,
Where are we going? Right here? Right here, fine. Okay. I'm all set.
why don't you join him over there?
And family and friends and graduates, you can join in as well. Let me just let you know what we're going to do. We all raise our arms proudly and make our naturally given anteaters. And the signal will be 1, 2, 3, zot, zot, zot. We need to shake the rafters on this one. So 1, 2, 3, zot, zot, zot. All right. Zot, zot, zot.
We have a situation in Russia that has some people scratching their head. Although the experts say it's nothing toxic, it's just sand. Others, not wanting to buy what they're saying, say that what they're seeing is orange-colored snow around this Russian city. And in some places, as you can see here, it is intense. Ranging from yellowish to bright orange, almost red. is the color of the snow. Now, a lot of people thinking, is this radiation? Is this chemical? What is it? And I guess they're conducting tests right now, but I guess the meteorologist came out and said, this is sand. It was kicked up from the deserts and brought all the way up into Russia. So it's the only explanation right now, and it seems to be a logical one. I think if you look back, I have seen reports of this before, not in Russia but other places, and sand was the culprit then as well. So I had some people asking about it, if I had seen this mystery orange snow over in Russia. I looked it up. This is what I've got. Could be something more. But as of right now, they're claiming that it's sand mixed in with it. But it's only in this one city. Okay? These are the things you have to take into consideration. It's only in this one city, and it's not like spread in a trail all the way from the desert all the way up into Russia. It's not like that. So that also has people wondering. Anyway, thought it was pretty interesting. I'll leave a link with more details. It's been Dabu7. Peace.
What's really eye-opening here is you watch your TV, but with this hack, your TV can watch you. Show us how that works.
So one of the things that we were able to do with the Smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Right.
And so what we can prove here is that with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
Wow.
And while this is evident to you right here because we've designed it that way, this is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
So what this means is I could be sitting here watching TV from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe in Paris, and as long as I have a network connection, I'd be able to get into your TV and access the camera.
The kind of scary things about it is that it doesn't actually give any indication that the camera's on, and there is no little LED that shows up when the camera's on. So it could actually be watching you and you never even know.
What is a smart TV, and why is it a playground essentially for hackers?
Right. It's a computer. So instead of just being, a tube and some other electronics, now it has a web browser, and it has, a lot of devices are running Linux. X is the actual windowing system that the TV runs just like a normal Linux system, so I can go ahead and just kill that right now, and the TV should turn black.
But the real danger is when people start using smart TVs for things like online banking, we can take a popular bank address and translate that into a different IP address to a site that directs to a site that we control. So it may look like your bank's login, but you're actually entering a username and password that goes to us instead of your bank.
In a statement to CNN Money, Samsung says it takes consumer privacy very seriously. The camera can be turned into the bezel of the TV so that the lens is covered or disabled by pushing the camera inside the bezel. The TV owner can also unplug the TV from the home network when the smart TV features are not in use. As an added precaution, we also recommend that customers use encrypted wireless access points when using connected devices.
When people see this and listen to this, they're going to think, my God, can people actually watch me from my television? Can you definitively say that has been fixed?
This issue has existed even on laptops. It's a lot harder now because different companies have taken a lot of efforts to make that difficult. But the fundamental flaw is still possible, even on a modern computer. It just takes somebody to find the right exploit and then leverage it.
For those of us who are a little freaked out and maybe don't trust all these updates, what's the easiest fix?
So one of the things that you could do with the smart TV, which you can also do with your laptops, is just cover up the camera. Put a little Post-it note over it, a piece of tape, and next time that you want to Skype with your family, just take it off.
Standing tall and completely unashamed, something straight from the underworld, now exposed for Vancouver to see.
A little bit creepy. I'm sure people might have a little problem with their kids driving by and being like, "Mommy, what's that?"
erected on a pedestal by someone, for some reason, clearly a lover of rock and roll, but leaving no pitchfork and no clothes either.
It's pretty crazy. I guess nobody has any idea where it came from or what it's for.
I suspect it's maybe UBC students, one of their pranks, or local artists trying to get some attention. Did a good job.
Of gawkers, some disgusted, others with devilish grins. Satan standing where a statue of Christopher Columbus once stood, right off the SkyTrain line for thousands to see.
I think it's funny that someone put so much work into making such a ridiculous statue for everyone on the SkyTrain to go by and see.
But if it was meant for humor, the city wasn't laughing, quickly tearing it down without quite knowing how to handle the situation.
How bizarre is this?
Bizarre, weird. We're gonna have nightmares.
I think it was the right thing to do for the city to remove it. It's a bit too provocative.
So with the statue safely heading back to the underworld, Vancouver can breathe a sigh of relief after what was, by all accounts, a hell of a day. Jeremy Hunka, Global News.
İstanbul. Allah senden razı olsun. Rabbim kardeşliğimizi, yol arkadaşlığımızı, muhabbetimizi daim eylesin. 30 Mart seçimleri Türkiye için, milletimiz için, demokrasimiz için, İstanbul için hayırlara vesile olsun.